Alright. Hello everybody, it's me, I'm back. Um, it's been a little while, I've been really busy. Um, but today I'm bringing a vintage makeup, um, sort of thing. Because I have acquired more, more Besame, and I'm excited to try it. Um, I've already tried it a couple of times. I finally got Victory Red, which is kind of like a purpley red, sort of a velvety. This is kind of what it looks like. I know my lighting doesn't do much. Here, let me see if the blinds will help at all. A little bit, yeah. You can see this side of my face a lot better. Wow. I didn't realize how much the sun was bleaching my face there. Then we also have Wild Rose, which is more of a nude color. It's more of a natural lip look. The only reason I'm doing makeup today is because I can't do makeup at work anymore. I almost had an incident out on the work floor, and I don't want to do that again. And then this one is Rhythm in Red. I know you can't really read it that well because when there's a print over it, and two, there's like big bold letters on top, but oh boy. But this one is more of like a muted, darker brownish red. I like this one. It's a mixture actually between my my Victory Red and my Wild Rose. So here are these two. Here's it against my face. And then here is this red. So this red, compared to this one, it's almost like a combination. Do you see the gradient effect sort of going on here? This is Victory, this is Rhythm, and this is Wild. I love it. I love it so much. I have 4 Besame lipsticks. The last one is Forever Red. And this one is my most used of all of them, I think we can tell. I've had this one the longest. I've had this one since my Besame review back in 2021. So I've had this for a good 4 years now. No, because it's 2026, so 4 or 5 years. And I think, so this one is circa 1940s. This is their 4th of July special sort of lipstick. The Victory Red, the C22-4. And then Rhythm in Red is circa 1920s. So they do historically inspired lipsticks. It's Besame. You guys have heard me mention them once before. This isn't sponsored, by the way, so I'm just straight up advertising for them, showing you guys that their product does work. And then we have Wild Rose, and this is like an 80s sort of color, I think it was. Oh, by the way, if you hear the vintage music in the background, that is actual vintage music. I will list all of the songs and stuff in the description. I'm using my husband's record player right now. But I don't remember which era this one's from. I think this one is like the 60s. So I've got makeup from all across the ages, and you can tell which one I've had longer because the packaging on Forever Red is so different from the other three. Like, it's a smaller tube. So I can even show you this one compared to this one. Victory Red is in a much bigger tube than Forever Red. So I think they've gotten more confident with their product for sure. But I came completely unprepared. I just have my hair up in a ponytail and I have no makeup on. My face hasn't even been washed yet. I have to wash my face. So I'm gonna do that with you guys here on camera. And then after we do face makeup, I also have some Sally Hansen Apple. And this is the Insta Dry. I got this from work. I also have a different one. It's more of a nude color, but I'm feeling bold with the red. I'm bored of my bare nails. Forgive them. Don't worry, my hands have been washed. It's just my face. So what I'm gonna do is sue me because I'm not exactly using a rag or anything to wash my face. I'm a barbarian, if you will. I don't feel like wasting a rag on my face. And this is some soap that I got from one of my new friends out here in Washington. It's actually, she didn't make it or anything. She got it on a vacation. And it's lemon. So you guys know, obviously, I love lemon. So I'm automatically going to be like, yes, please, thank you. Love you so much. Shout out to Beth, by the way, who's the one who got me this soap. Because honestly, it's super, super nice. Makes your face feel all soft and lovely, and makes you smell like lemon. I know some of you beauty girlies out there are probably cringing so hard at what I'm doing right now. But you know what? I'm poor. I don't have sponsors. I'm just here. Oh, by the way, speaking of sponsors and stuff, YouTube still has not given me back my live streaming privileges. And we even met the minimum requirement for subscriptions. So what I'm thinking is that they're holding the strikes against me that they put on me for quote-unquote filming a child. That child was me. I was not a child at the time. I was 19 years old. I'm still, after I'm 24. After 5 years, I'm still advocating for my own live streaming rights. So I don't know if they're mad at me because I was cussing like crazy back then, but I was 19. Get over it, YouTube. Come on. Be cool. Who am I kidding? They're not gonna be cool. But what I like to do before I apply makeup or anything of that nature is I like to make sure my whole face is clean. Lips, eyebrows, whole 9 yards. And this isn't completely true to vintage makeup of the time. This is just what works on my face. But I have this lip oil. Oh my gosh, it's lovely. Most of the time I just use it as lip gloss. But it's from Cobra. This is like their milky lip gloss. I got some of my lipstick in it, which is why it's pink. It's the pigmentation from the lipstick itself. So it's nothing that I can really fix now. I probably should have thought about it before I used it on the lipstick, but I didn't. And for today, oh my goodness, sorry. What I do is I'll put on lip oil so that it'll keep my lips soft, so that when I apply, it'll be smooth. And it'll stay smooth throughout the day. Because I can swear by this. Cobra makes amazing lip oil. I also have their Kohl package. And I don't know if this is cultural appropriation or not. I think it's not. I think that it's appreciation because I use this literally every day. So this is the applicator. And I'll show you later how to put this stuff on. You know, I might just do it now so that when I get to my eyes, I can just do what I need to do. No, I feel like I should do... Well, I don't really need mascara if I use the Kohl. But here's the bottle that the Kohl comes in. Now, it doesn't look like much. It looks sleek and modern and very nice. But, oh gosh, I'm getting Kohl all over my fingers. I'm gonna have to wash my hands after this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how to do this. So you'll take off the cap, right? Whatever you do, don't put the Kohl in the cap, don't do shortcuts, don't do like I did when I first got it. You'll take the cap off carefully. Don't just yank it or there's gonna be black powder flying all over your table. Kohl cap off. You'll sit it down in your lovely tray. Now this tray has spots for your applicator and for your bottle, so you don't lose it. And what you'll do is you'll take your applicator, you'll make sure it's clean. I know mine's a little iffy, if you would. Mine's a little dingy, but the applicator itself is made of, like, I think it was cow horn or bull horn, bison, I don't know, but it's genuine bone. Like this, it's not splintery or anything. I asked for a particularly pointy one so I could get the corner of my eye here. So what you'll do is, to get your eye used to the applicator, and to get some moisture onto the applicator, I know this looks really creepy, is you'll just put it in there, and then using the moisture from your eye, the natural moisture from your eye, you'll just swirl it around in the cup, tap off the excess, and you have Kohl picked up on your applicator. And this is just moisture from my eye. This is not water, this is not anything added, this is just from my eye alone. So you don't need, anything aside from your eyeball, and this applicator. And the Kohl, of course. And then you'll take it. And you'll do this number. Now it's gonna look messy at first, but you can fix it. You can fix it, and it looks really good once you fix it. And you really want to get all of your waterline, because so this is supposed to like protect your eyes from the sun and stuff, cool your eyes, and keep them safe. This is how they did it a while back. I know I look like I'm a little uncomfortable, but I think I put too much on my applicator. So this time I'm gonna scrape off a little extra. I just hope I didn't get any soap on my applicator from my rag. And as you can see with this one I did a little better. With this one I did a lot better actually. And I am just using the applicator as kind of like a wand. Yeah, you can hear the dogs going off. It's literally just over people crossing the street. Girls, that's enough. And then you'll clean it back off. And voila. And if you want to shape it, this is going to gross some of you out. You can use like micellar water or something. But what I do, because I'm a savage, is I just wet the Q-tip with my mouth. I'll go in and I'll clean up that bottom line that you get from actually applying the kohl. Because you will get that bottom line. Trust me, I have tried many times not to get the line. And there is not a way that I've tried that doesn't give you the bottom line. And then you'll take the dry end and sort of clean up your wing. If you want the wing. If you don't want the wing, you can literally just erase the whole wing from off of your face. I wish I was kidding. It is so simple, so much easier than eyeliner. Now with eyeliner, I wouldn't even be able to get it in my eye because it was just so thick compared to my eye, but my eye can actually grasp onto the applicator to get the kohl on my eye. So in my opinion, it's totally worth it. They're like, the kohl itself is like 60 bucks, and I think you get a first time buyer discount. I don't quite remember. But this is completely safe for your eyes. It's all natural. This lady makes it herself from a family recipe. And it's lovely. It's wonderful. Actually, I think I might link her shop and stuff down in the description of my channel because I love her products. Like, I don't know where she's from. I don't know who she is, but look at that. The results speak for themselves. It does not lie. It does not lie at all. And then before you put it away, you'll put the stopper back on, because if not, it lays like this. So some of the kohl will flow into the lid, and you don't want that because that's wasteful. And you'll just screw this on. This has lasted me over 3 months. And I just pop it right back into the container. It's fantastic. Give me just a second. My record ran out, so I'm going to switch out. Alright, I'm back. Hello. I know, it doesn't really look like I've gotten up, but I have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash my hands of the coal real quick, because I am going to need my hands for the application of the rest of my makeup. I don't use foundation because one of my symptoms with my seizures is that my face turns exceedingly pale. Paler than this. Like this is a flushed complexion for me. This is normal. But my lips, you can see some of their rosiness. The rosiness in the center will be completely gone and it'll channel right along this rim until it's almost purple. Now, I don't like that because that means, one, I can't wear lipstick to work. I can't wear lipstick out if I'm drinking. I try not to, even, because of the fact that I can't have too much alcohol or there will be an issue. That issue being I'll kick into a seizure. So, I'm putting away my coal because, luckily for me, I don't have any symptoms around my eyes that affect anything. And even putting on lipstick right now for this is kind of risky because it is so hot in this apartment right now. I made my dogs some chicken, just some plain chicken. I let them have some yummy chimkin today. Izzy, where'd you go? Lay down. You want to say hi to the peoples? Guys, look, it's Izzy. She's still here. That's mine. You can't have... Are you thirsty? Okay, one more pause, guys. Sorry, I love this song. I know it's kind of a song that makes some people upset, but I love this song. It's called Wingin' a Prayer. I will definitely be adding this one down to the description. And I have all just vinyl records for these songs, so I'll just look through the vinyl record and see what all played in the background if you can hear it. If not, that's okay. But I'm still gonna list all the music because it's a vibe. But yeah, today I think I'm gonna do Rhythm in Red. And I'm not doing any eyeshadow. I might do some light rouge. And this rouge is Crimson. It's Cream Rouge, also by Besame. So I use Besame and Cobra. And oh my gosh, I love them. But I'm definitely going to be doing Rhythm in Red today. Because it's sort of like a more casual red than Victory Red or Forever Red. Victory or Forever is something I would use when I'm walking down a red carpet or I'm going to a really fancy party. By the way, the modeling thing did not completely work out, but I am still open to any sort of modeling gigs. I do know how to walk on the runway. I will be posting some videos of that later, probably later in the week because I don't go to work till 6 p.m. most of the week this week. So I'm going to be building up my modeling resume. I'm not an actress by any means, which is why the courses I took weren't working, was because they mainly were focusing on both modeling and acting. I don't want to be an actress. I don't want to have to go through the stress of that. I have enough stress as a cashier at Walgreens, okay? I get yelled at all the time. I'm tired of being yelled at. And I know that the whole internet's been blowing up lately about all these horrible, terrible things, and me posting something lighthearted probably isn't something you guys were expecting. You were probably expecting a rage video like I did during the COVID years. If you haven't seen that one, I think that's one of my first videos ever made, I look a lot younger. I am a lot younger. I was about 17, 18 years old. And my whole senior year was just ruined because of COVID. But we digress. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to label this video as makeup prep. I'll post this one first. And then what I'll do is I'll switch over. I'll make a separate video. And I'll label the rest of... No, that would be too complicated. I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep going and I'll edit it when I get there. So Rhythm and Red is our lipstick today. I also have... Ooh, I have to clean this. I have a brush that's also obviously by Besame. This is their lipstick brush. It helps you get those crisp, lovely lines that they have on the pinup girl posters and stuff. I feel like that's one of the main things that really inspired me to do vintage makeup looks is we see all of these pinup girl posters, and gosh, those ladies are gorgeous. I adore them. But I just think they're beautiful, and I would also like to be beautiful. I know I already am, but I would also like to be vintagey and cute. I know it's hard to do with an undercut, but we digress. We will get there. It will be fine. But what I'm doing is I'm just loading up the brush with that Rhythm and Red color, and we're gonna line our lip. So I'm gonna do it through my compact because I can't see very well without my glasses. My glasses are dirty. I will clean them later. But what you'll do is you'll start at the corner of your lip. You'll make a line like that across. You'll do the same on the other side. And it'll sort of define the way your lips sit on your face. Now, my face is lopsided because while I was being birthed, my mother's legs decided they were going to cause a contraction and crush half of my head. Not in the good way, y'all. Not in the good way. But yeah, you'll just line your lips. I like to sort of blend out the cross line in the middle. And then if you don't have enough lipstick like me, then you'll just load up your brush again. And you'll just do a little swoop along your bottom lip. And I know I do have a little bit of a bump down here. You can just take a little towel, clean up your lip lines. Nothing wrong with it. And you may be thinking, well, Blurry, why aren't we using the lipstick itself to put it on our lips? Well, because, my friends, when it comes to this sort of makeup, you have two options. I chose the complicated option because I'm a complicated bitch. But we have a little manual here. They're putting the lipstick directly on their lip because the shape of the lipstick itself is meant to sort of emulate a brush. So like you can make the lines and stuff with this point here, but I don't like to ruin the point. So instead what I do is after I line my lip with the brush, I'll take it, I'll make it flat like a chunky Sharpie. And I'll start right here. Do one graceful swipe there. The other right there. And I like to spread the lipstick early because if I don't, what I worry about is I worry about it being too matte on one lip and too sheer on the other. But this also gives a light layer of color for those who don't want to pop out of the into people's faces like, hey, you know, like aggressive. This is for those who are a little more mellow. But you can also matte it out real quick. I forgot one thing. Give me 2 seconds, guys. 2 seconds. I'm pausing. So silly me, I sat here for 30 minutes and I forgot to get blot toilet paper. So for those of you who don't know what blotting is because you use the permanent sort of lipstick, blotting is when you have a softer lipstick like this product here and you need to get excess color off. What you'll do is you'll fold this square in half. This is a whole square. You'll fold it in half and you'll put it between your lips like this. Now some waitresses do this and they hand them out like Hooters as little gifts. And what it does is it takes a lot of the excess off. Now what you'll see is that I still have some pigment, but I don't have half as much as I did before. That's what happens. It takes off the extra lipstick. And then you get to, one, do a little thing I like to do to lock in color. You'll take some translucent finishing powder. This is the shade Peggy from Besame. I have not been able to find it since it sold out the first time. So I get to wait for it to come back. Which probably won't be until July. And you'll see that I just took my applicator. I've had this one for years. Literally I have not changed it or washed it this whole time. Kinda gross, but it's my germs. What am I gonna do? Get sick? I never use makeup when I'm sick, so. You'll powder up your lips. Get the excess off from around your lips. And then you'll take your lipstick again. And you'll redo that color. Look how much more vibrant it is now. Like, before, after. Look at that. That's it. It's gorgeous. I feel like I could go out dancing like this and no one would care. Uh-oh. I got some random lipstick on my face. There's one thing I don't need more of, and that's red spots all over my face, guys. And that's how we apply. No cuts, aside from when I had to switch my record, but that was before the lipstick. And then what we'll do is we'll take our little puff. I'm gonna call it a puff. It's not a puff. It don't do the poof. It don't poof at all, actually. And we'll add another layer of powder over top. And you want to be light about it. You don't want the color to fade too much. Or else the whole look loses its vibrancy completely. You'll take this, fold it in half, blot again, and you'll see there's a lot more color here because the lipstick had more to grab onto there. And if you really want to make it stay, you'll go over one more time with the finishing powder. And you'll lock it in like a veneer. Like I've seen people use lip stain a lot, but in truth you don't really need lip stain at all, because if you do your makeup right, your lipstick is gonna stay and it won't come off. See this final blot? Barely anything. Again, barely anything. Yeah, it left a little bitty kiss mark, but that's your own fault if you're going out kissing people. Scandalous. But that's the lipstick. I only do lipstick and kohl, essentially. That's it. This is all the makeup that I wear. I don't wear any other makeup because my acne, aside from when the sun hits it just right, isn't visible. Like, you can barely see it. And the only time it is red and irritated is right after I wash my face. Other than that, it's just natural skin texture. But if you really want to go the extra mile and you want to get rid of the skin texture, I recommend using a powder or a BB cream. BB cream is really good. Don't use heavy concealer. Heavy concealer is not the greatest. It's not the best. Mainly because it looks like you have a weird white patch right on where the pimple is. Nobody wants to see that. I love you guys, but nobody wants to see that. The last thing I wanted to do was my hair and nails, but that's going to be a separate video because we're hitting the almost 40-minute marker. I'm going to post this video. I'm going to edit out maybe a little bit, maybe not, nah. I'll leave the conversational bits, but this is what I do. And I'll go ahead, I'll post this, and then I'll see you guys in a few more minutes.